are you at your core? You are in control of your life. Was it anger, sadness, disappointment, resentment, or even fear? What exactly am I feeling? Even if it means closing your eyes, do that at that particular moment. Think, listen, observe beyond yourself. I've come to realize that someone with a high level of emotional intelligence tends to be more successful in their career. They do exceptionally well in business and personal relationships, as opposed to someone who only has a high level of IQ and is struggling to manage their emotions. Emotional intelligence is a skill that can be learned at any time, at any point in your life. However, it is important to remember that there is a difference between simply learning about emotional intelligence and actually applying that knowledge to your life. We go through different types of emotions on a daily basis, both positive and negative emotions, and this is one of the most difficult things to deal with, especially when you don't even understand exactly what you are feeling. What does emotional intelligence even mean? What does it mean to be emotionally intelligent? Emotional intelligence is simply the capability of a person to recognize, understand, and manage their emotions, and also understand the feelings of others, without which you really struggle to develop and maintain good relationships, communicate clearly, inspire and influence other people, work well in a team, and manage conflicts. I've come up with 4 points. These are the points that I have been applying in my life, and they have been working for me so far. There are a whole lot of points that I cannot exhaust in this particular video, but I've just come up with 4 for now. I can talk about the other ones in separate videos because this topic is quite broad. I can talk about the other things in another video. Without further ado, let's get right into how you can become an emotionally intelligent person. The first point on my list is self-awareness. I had to put this particular point first because you have to be self-aware in order to effectively apply the rest of the points that I'm going to talk about. So yeah, to be self-aware, you have to be able to see yourself clearly from the inside, to evaluate yourself and to change what needs changing. My biggest goal for a very long time now has been how to become a better version of myself. I ask myself a lot of questions about myself and about other people as well. I've come to realize that a lot of people live their lives on autopilot. We sometimes do things unconsciously, but somewhere in our subconscious mind, there is a record of things that might have happened to you in the past that causes you to behave the way you do. Have you ever taken a moment to ask yourself why you act or react the way you do? Why your friendships and relationships are always ending time and time again? Why are you unable to keep a job for as long as you want to? Have you ever thought of what happened in your childhood that makes you behave the way you do? Sometimes when people ask you how you are doing or how you are feeling today, it's easier to just say, I'm fine, because you simply cannot put to words exactly how you are feeling. Sometimes it could be anger, jealousy, frustration, confusion, feeling unloved, insecure, neglected. The list goes on and on and on. Unless you get to that point where you can have an honest, deep conversation with yourself, you will never really improve your life. When you become more self-aware, you become less defensive, because before anybody confronts you or approaches you about how they perceive your attitude, you will already know exactly what the problem from your end is, and you'll be more receptive and talk things over with them, instead of arguing and being all defensive and ending up making the situation worse than what it was. The good thing about having healthy relationships is that the other person could act like your mirror. That is, if you let them, they could act like your mirror to help you show you who you are in situations where you really cannot identify exactly where the problem is coming from at that point in time. And that is why you have to have a certain level of maturity before getting into any relationship. A lot of people end up getting into messy arguments with their friends and their partners because you don't want to believe what the other person is telling you about yourself. You can know yourself, but you might not know everything about you or even understand exactly how your behavior affects the people you interact with. Self-awareness is one of the greatest ways to really progress in life. A few questions I would suggest that you can ask yourself to help you become more self-aware are: who am I? By who am I don't mean your job title or the kind of business you do or the position you hold in your family or your marital status. By who am I mean, who are you at your core? You can ask yourself, where do I want to be in the next 1, 3, 5, 10 years? What are your long-term, mid-term, and short-term goals? What do I want to be in life? Who do I want to inspire? What are my likes and dislikes? What do I like doing? What is the one thing I would like others to remember about me at the end of my life? Who are the people in my life? Who do I want to keep in my life? Who don't I want in my life? A fresh start is okay if you feel like there are certain people in your life that you don't want there anymore. If it means changing your number and removing them from your social media, do that. I really wish for us to be more self-aware because that is how we evolve. There's a lot more to say about self-awareness. I'll probably do another video, an entirely different video dedicated to self-awareness. If you want to see that video, leave a comment in the comment section and I'll gladly do that for you. The second thing I would like to talk about is empathy. Are you able to put yourself in someone's shoes and really understand and respect their feelings and where they're coming from? If you want to connect better with other people, you have to have empathy. Empathy is what connects people, and it is not only important when negative emotions are concerned. You also have to apply empathy when positive events are concerned. You need to learn to be in touch with people's difficulties, sympathize and cry with them, and also share in their joy and celebrate with them. Laugh with them and be happy for them. Do you communicate with care and compassion, or do you not care? Especially in this our woke generation where it almost looks like it is cool to not give an F about anybody and anything they have to say. Think of how you communicate with your friends, your partner, your colleagues, your family members. Has any of them ever pointed it out to you that you are insensitive? Have you ever been in a situation where you are lamenting to someone about your day not going as good as you planned, and all they had to tell you was that they are even having a worse day, or that you should be grateful that you even have the opportunities that you have? This is an insensitive thing to say to somebody who is having a not so good day, especially when you know that this person is generally not a negative person and it is not in their nature to complain about everything. Something as simple as, oh, I'm sorry things are not going the way you hoped for. Oh, I'm sorry you are feeling that way. Or I'm sorry your day is not going as planned. Hang in there. Everything is going to be all right. Even if you don't have the solutions, you don't have what it takes to make their day better. Just those positive and kind words can go a long way to elevate somebody's mood and encourage them to keep going. It is very important to learn to think, listen, observe beyond yourself and show genuine care to other people if you want to create and maintain healthy relationships and earn respect. Point number 3 on my list is self-regulation. Do you usually take time to think before you act, speak, or respond to any situation, or do you usually just speak, act, or react without giving it a single thought? Sometimes you can be too emotional that you don't even know exactly what you are feeling. There is that urge to react so bad when you have not even taken time to assess what has happened in order to understand exactly what emotion you are feeling at that point in time, or why you are feeling the way you do, or why you are triggered by that situation. Always pause. Give yourself as much time as you need and try to be your calmest self before you respond to any situation. Whenever you speak or make any decision when your emotions are all over the place, you are most likely going to say the wrong thing or make the wrong choice and end up regretting. In such situations where your emotions are all over the place and you are so eager to react without even thinking properly, I know that this is hard, you can try to focus your mind on something. It can be your favorite dish, it can be a hobby of yours that you really enjoy, It could be someone that you really like and someone who has proven to you that they have your best interest at heart. Try to focus your mind, even if it means closing your eyes and stay on one place. Focus your mind on that thing that brings you joy. Do that at that particular moment. What I'll do is tidy up the entire house. Sometimes I even rearrange the position of our bed. I just change the entire position, move it from this angle to the other angle, and I'll declutter and rearrange my wardrobe. And by the time I'm done doing all of that and everywhere is looking neat and tidy, I am in a much better place. And when I feel a lot better, I'm no longer emotional. I can sit myself down and ask myself, what exactly am I feeling? Was it anger, sadness, disappointment, resentment, or even fear? Then I can decide rationally how I want to respond. It is very important to learn to stay on top of your emotions and do not let them rule your life, because if you let them, they will absolutely ruin your life. The fourth tip of mine to help you become more emotionally intelligent is motivation. It is very easy to get distracted by our environment and lose focus when it comes to pursuing the things that matters the most to us. You want to achieve goals, but there's just too much happening in your life that you end up losing the zeal to carry on. You become demotivated. Sometimes nervousness about making a change in life might even set in, especially in the case of someone with unhealthy perfectionism. They can become too nervous about making a change in their own lives, a change that will bring them nothing but good, but they become too nervous about it to the extent where they become demotivated without even starting. Sometimes it could even be just pure laziness. Something I personally do, which has been working well for me, is to give myself conditions. I'm going to explain what I mean by giving myself conditions. Sometimes I'll tell myself that I am not going to eat lunch or check social media until I have finished listing all those items on the website, I have finished responding to customers' inquiries, packed all the posts for the day, loaded the washer, folded laundry, tidied up the entire house. I'll give myself that condition that until I have completed all those tasks before I can eat lunch or check social media. From time to time, you can remind yourself of all those goals that you have set for yourself. Ask yourself why you want to achieve them. Think about your future enjoyment when you have finished the work and now it is time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Think about that. Then take a leap. Go one step closer to attaining your goals. You are the only one who is in control of your life. Be hopeful and stay positive no matter what circumstances you may find yourself in, and change will surely come. I hope I was able to help somebody become more emotionally intelligent. If you totally enjoyed watching today's video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you've not yet subscribed to this channel, kindly consider subscribing. I have a lot more of this kind of content coming your way. Do well to turn on your notification bell, because that is the only way YouTube is going to notify you that I have uploaded a new video. And yeah, stay blessed, stay safe, continue to drink a lot of water, and mind the business that pays you. Hopefully, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.